Hello, Tim at Halo Restorations. This is Joel from JND SEO, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you could improve your website and actually beat some of your competitors online. And I don't want to waste your time, Tim. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm actually going to make this pretty quick. And at the end of the video, if you just want to hear more information or have any questions, feel free to reach out. We could set up a 5-10 minute phone call, and if not, that's fine too. Actually, I'm going to give you a bunch of tips and strategies in this video, so you could actually go ahead and apply them right to your site. All right, so the first thing we'll talk about today is content, and then I'll talk about citations and backlinks. So let's talk about some content. I'm on your homepage, and Google recommends having about 1,500 words of content on your homepage. And just scrolling through what you guys have, you probably have, I would say, under 500 here. And so adding some more content would definitely be one thing that would help a lot for the rankings, just adding more. The reason Google wants so much is that they know that if you have that much content on your page, there's a lot of information that's going to help a lot of people, and that's what they really want. And sites with a lot of content, they're going to rank higher. The other thing you could have is, actually, you guys do have a blog here, and that's a really good thing too, because Google loves blogs and people like them as well, and they're going to get a lot of tips and strategies and information out of that as well. So by having a blog, that's going to help a lot. Google likes to rank those higher also. All right, and then I'm also going to show you Mr. Roofer in Atlanta, and I know you guys do work kind of all over. I know you're based close to Atlanta. I know you do more than roofing as well, but we're just going to use roofing as an example. When I show you your website, those numbers, they're not just for roofing, they're for everything on your site, so it won't affect the overall point of this anyway when we kind of get to the nitty-gritty there. All right, so if we look at Mr. Roofer's page, we're going to find that they don't have a blog, and they actually don't have anywhere near 1,500 words. In fact, I would guess they have under 400 words of content on their page. So the idea really being that if you beat your competitor in all 3 categories that we kind of talk about today, you're going to beat them online as well. And Mr. Roofer is one of the top results in the area. So we know content, you guys are ahead of them. Now let's look at the other reason why we want a lot of content, and that is because the more content you have on your page, the more keywords you can put into that content. I've just used roofing Atlanta, Georgia here as an example. It's a keyword with a lot of volume on it. A lot of people search this exact phrase every single month. And the first thing you're going to see at these ads at the top of the page, this is just companies paying to be seen first. And then after that, you're going to get to the map section, also called GMB or Google My Business. And this is part of citations, and this is how they got here. Top 3 companies show up in this little preview window, so they show up on the main search page for new customers. These top 3, that's crucial because they're going to get a lot of attention and a lot of traffic, phone calls, business, all of that, just from being on here because of the second thing that people will seek. So a lot of people are kind of turned off to ads. They may not click them. So they're going to go right here, and this is the first thing they're going to see, and they're going to click those sites. So the way to get on here is to have the most citations or the highest quality. And citation is when you get your business name, address, phone number, those 3 things all listed together into a directory site. These are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Home Advisor. After the map section, we're going to get to the organic section. We're going to have 10 results per page show up here. These show up based on our keyword, which is roofing Atlanta, Georgia. So we can rank the results accordingly. So number 1 is going to go to Mr. Roofer. 2 is going to go to New Image Roofing Atlanta. 3 is going to go to roofingatlanta.inc.com. We could keep going, but like I said, I want to keep this a little bit on the shorter side. Remember, there's 10 results per page. That will come back with our keywords when we talk about those. All right, so I took your website, halorestorations.com, plugged it into a program I use called Ahrefs that I pay for. It allows me to kind of see how your site's performing. And I can see right away you're using your headers. That's a really good thing. This allows Google to find you a little bit easier. It's a good way, too, to kind of get some more keywords in. So you guys have your name there. You could also put a line and throw a few keywords in there as well. Then let's dive into our third topic, which is really the numbers, but backlinks and referring domains. So right now you have 161 backlinks. Backlinks are just links. When people click on them, they're going to go back to your site. Now, it's not always a link like this. It could be a picture or a button as well. And the referring domains are just the websites that these backlinks are on. So right now you have 161 links on 13 different websites. These sites are essentially partnered up with you. So a good example of this would be like a Facebook business page, right? If you guys have one of those, that would be your referring domain. And if you put your web link on it where they ask what your web address is, that would be your backlink. So when you click it, it's going to send you back here. Now, the other thing about referring domains is we can see right now that of the 13 you have, 6 of them are pretty strong. And that's going to increase this DR number, which is your power, and this UR number, which is your trust for Google. So the more websites that point back to your site, that's going to increase Google's trust for you. And it's good that these are actually even, but getting them higher would definitely be a priority. But this 7 here is going to help you be found for more keywords. So right now we can see 18 keywords that you're found for in searches, and that's bringing about 21 visitors to your website every single month. So let's just take a quick look at the keywords and we can actually see exactly where they're coming from. All right, so first thing we see is Halo Construction. 150 people do search that exactly like that with your name in it. And you guys are in the 3rd position for that. So top 10 make the first page, as we talked about. And 80 to 85% of people will not go to page 2. So you really do want to be in that top 10. So for Halo Construction, you guys, because you're number 3, you're going to capture 16 of the actual 150 to your website. If you were number 1, you could expect between 20 and 37% of the total volume, but it does decrease as you go further back. Then we have a bunch more with your name, Halo Construction, Halo Roofing here. Number 9 is going to get you about 3 of the 90. And then building a deck bar. Let's find one that's a little bit more, we call a buyer intent one. Let's see. Here we go. This is a great one. Roofing Canton, GA for Georgia. 60 people search it. And you guys are ranked 50 for this one. So unfortunately, because you're ranked on the bottom of page 5, as you can see, you're not going to get any visitors of the 60 coming to your site. And in fact, if we look up at your page, we can see that really you're getting all your visitors from these top 2, which have to do with your name. So it's going to be more probably referrals or people who saw your signs. But even this, it's like 0.5. It's less than, obviously it's about half of a person. So you're really most likely getting them all from these top 2. All right, so let's quickly look over at Atlanta Roofers, Mr. Roofing, and let's just see what they're doing. So they've got their headers up here. They've got 443 websites or referring domains pointing back to their site, giving them a trust of a 37. And there's 60,000 links on those 443 sites, and those are pointing back to their website. So because their trust is so high with a 37, you can see they have 542 keywords they can be found in Google searches for. And that's bringing about 1,400 actual visitors to their website. Let's take a quick look at the keywords here. Should see a bunch for Atlanta. So roofing repairs Atlanta. So 300 search that exactly. They're number 2, so they're going to catch 51 of the 300 just on that one. So a next one, roof repair Atlanta, 150. Number 1, they're going to get 48. So just on these top 2, they're bringing about 100 visitors in. Roofing Contractors Atlanta, another 150. Number 1, another 46. Roofing Marietta, Georgia, 300 more. Number 2, another 46. So you can see they have almost 200 on these top 4. And if about 100 visitors typically equals about 20 to 30 actual phone calls to you. And depending on what your kind of conversion rates are on those to estimates to actually jobs. But on a conservative side, it's usually 2 to 4. Now that you guys have all the info, really you have 3 options, right? If you guys are happy where you're at and not looking to grow the business anymore, maybe you're getting your business elsewhere, then you definitely don't have to do anything with it, of course. Second option, if you have someone that already works on your site, but you do want to grow your business, you could show them the video, and as long as they do the things that we talked about, they'll be able to help you out. Number 3, if you don't have anyone that you guys use, you are looking to aggressively grow, you want to add more customers, build your online presence, then we can have a quick 5-10 minute phone call, and I can answer any questions for you guys too. I will give you guys a call for follow-up too and just ask what you thought of the video and if it was helpful for you. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day.